The 10 lost tribes have held a special place in the imagination of Jewish and Christian traditions, despite the Hebrew Bible offering only limited information about them. The biblical account is pretty straightforward. Initially, the 12 tribes of Israel lived together in a united kingdom under the reigns of Kings David and Solomon. During Solomon's reign, the nation experienced prosperity and peace, with a relatively harmonious national life. However, as Solomon grew older, he sinned, and God's anger led to a dramatic shift. As a punishment, God divided the kingdom into two: the southern kingdom, consisting of the tribes of Judah and Benjamin, and the northern kingdom, comprising the remaining 10 tribes under Jeroboam from the tribe of Ephraim. The Bible refers to the 10 tribes only twice within the same narrative. The first mention occurs when the prophet Ahijah meets Jeroboam, the future king of the northern kingdom. In a symbolic act, Ahijah tears his garment into 12 pieces and instructs Jeroboam to take 10, declaring, "See, I am about to tear the kingdom from the hand of Solomon and will give you 10 tribes." 1 Kings 11:31. From this point forward, the 10 tribes form the northern kingdom of Israel, stretching from just north of Jerusalem to the mountains of Lebanon. The northern kingdom's history, as described in the Bible, is one of political instability and persistent sin, spanning approximately 200 years. This period of turbulence ended abruptly in 722 BCE, when the Assyrian Empire conquered the kingdom and exiled its population to the east. After this event, the 10 tribes vanish from the historical record, their fate becoming one of the most enduring mysteries of biblical tradition. However, the prophet Isaiah provides a note of hope, prophesying that the tribes will one day return. On that day, a great trumpet will be blown, and those who were lost in the land of Assyria will come. Isaiah 27:13. This passage sparked centuries of fantastic speculation about the ultimate fate of the lost tribes and whether they would ever reappear. Throughout history, searching for the 10 lost tribes has given rise to various theologies of ingathering, attempting to explain their disappearance and predict their return. One popular theory suggests that the lost tribes migrated to the Americas, a belief that eventually shaped the Book of Mormon. This new scripture, central to the teachings of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, echoes Isaiah's promise of restoration. In the Book of Mormon, the prophet Nephi reassures believers, "For they are not lost unto the Father, for he knoweth whither he hath taken them." 3 Nephi 17:4. This narrative positions the Americas as a possible destination for the tribes, intertwining their story with religious teachings about a new covenant. Meanwhile, another movement emerged across the Atlantic around the lost tribes, this time rooted in British nationalism. In 1794, Richard Brothers, a former naval officer and radical Calvinist, proclaimed himself a prophet of the lost tribes while confined to an asylum in Islington, London. Despite his confinement, his ideas gained followers and contributed to the development of Anglo-Israelism, a nationalist theology asserting that the British people were descendants of the 10 lost tribes. Brothers boldly declared, "There are many families of Hebrew extraction in this kingdom, England," reframing the question of the lost tribes as a matter of national identity. He envisioned a future where Britain would rise to greatness, return to Jerusalem, and fulfill a divine destiny. While Anglo-Israelism did not produce a structured scripture like the Book of Mormon, the idea that England or the United States represented Ephraim's empires found resonance on both sides of the Atlantic. These ideas influenced nationalist ideologies and strengthened the belief that these nations enjoyed divine favor. Though lacking a formal doctrine, this interpretation of the lost tribes persisted, inspiring speculation and shaping identities within specific religious and political movements. The mystery of the 10 lost tribes endures, blending religious prophecy, national identity, and cultural imagination. Whether through the lens of Mormon theology or Anglo-Israelism, the idea of the lost tribes continues to inspire hope, raise questions, and fuel speculation about their fate and potential return,